Hello, guys. Welcome to Captain Dorja's Armory. This is Captain Dorja. It's been a while since I put anything up. About 2 weeks. I apologize. I was gone for about a week, a little over a week, working on the USNS Gordon, and when I got back, I had some things to take care of that took a little bit of time, and I've been, I've also been enjoying some of my other games that I play, and a couple of other hobbies quite a bit lately. So I've been playing some old computer games. I've been playing a little bit of War Thunder, which I'm terrible at still. Um, I've been playing a little bit of Hawken and Mech Warrior Online with a couple of my friends, and I also bought a Trigun pistol. I bought a cast resin prop model, basically, of Vash's revolver, which is friggin' sweet looking. So I've been working on getting that put together, and it's pretty awesome. Um, it's propped up on my it's propped up on my table, like right behind me, letting some putty dry on it so that the cylinder will not fall off, which is cool because revolvers should not have the cylinders fall off. But anyway, when I got back from the Gordon, the next morning or something, I played four battles of tanks. Only four. The first two sucked, and the fourth one sucked. And at that point, I was like, screw this. I don't feel like playing anymore right now. But the third battle was awesome, and it was in the KV-5, which is sweet, because I really like the KV-5. It's a fun tank. I'm glad I have it, and I enjoy driving it. But I get such a mixed bag of games with the KV-5. I either have really fun games or I have just really depressing ones. And this game that I'm going to show, it wasn't like super epic where I like killed all the people and did all the damage ever, but it was just kind of satisfying. Um, like a lot of the time when I drive the KV-5, even with only getting into tier 8 and tier 9 matches with this thing, there are so many tanks with guns that have just really high penetration, and the KV-5 has so many weak spots, and people shoot so much premium ammo nowadays that a lot of the times a tank like the KV-5, which relies on a lot of armor, you can really get the shaft. And it's really frustrating when you like drive into a fight and you're like, oh yeah, as long as I don't run into the E75, I'll be okay. It's really frustrating in a situation like that when you drive into a fight where you really ought to be able to win because the enemy can't damage you, and they just load premium shells and shoot straight through your gun. Like, that is so frustrating. But this match was really fun. I haven't even watched the replay in a couple of days, but I can't even remember if I died in it or not. But, like, I took a lot of hits, I lost a lot of health, I was getting beat up, but at the same time, like, my tank was able to sustain a lot of damage. I was able to weather the storm, mostly. I got to put a few good licks into some people. I mean, geez, I'm tripping all over myself. It was just a good, fun battle. So we're going to take a look at that battle, and yeah, hopefully you guys like it too, because I just felt really good in this match. It just made me feel happy. I just really love it when something about a fun battle in the KV-5. It just makes me feel so good. So let's get on to that. I hope you enjoy it, because I definitely did. Alright, so here we are in battle. We're on a standard battle, we're on an encounter battle on Malinovka. Disclaimer, we do have a fail platoon on my team. They might not realize that they're a fail platoon, though, because I don't think either of them have played many matches. But a Lukes and a Panzer III constitutes a fail platoon, so I'm sorry. Anyway, we are in we are in an encounter battle on Malinovka, and a lot of people really hate Malinovka. And a lot of people have really hated Malinovka now for like 3 years. But I don't mind it, especially in encounter mode. I just don't see why this map is so bad. I usually get fun fights on it, and this match was no exception. So I apologize for the double chat thing that's going on. I don't know why it does that, but ever since patch 8.8, all my replays, every match, every message that goes in chat gets put in twice. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know how to fix it, and frankly, I'm too lazy to care. So we're going to take the KV-5 up to the top of the hill because the hill is it's the crucial point basically, and we need to take the hill to win. And even though the KV-5 is not what you would call a fast tank, as long as you go in a straight line, it's actually not that slow. So I am going to take it up the hill, and I'm glad that this T-34 is coming with me. That's a really good tank to have coming hill, but I'm pretty not excited about the disposition of our team. Most of our team is in what I would consider to be fairly worthless places. Basically, all of those tank destroyers down there are going to sacrifice control of 3/4 of the map and able to get sniper shots. But if me and this T-34 are alive, they're never going to be able to engage anything because we'll keep the targets out of the way. And if me and this T-34 die, the enemy will swarm them in a close fight, which is not what they want, or else they'd be up here. So basically, I really feel like the majority of your team on that hill down there is mostly a mistake and a waste. But you can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your teammates in random battles. So you got to take what you can get. So we're up on top of the hill, and we're going to try and make the most out of the situation. And I focused down the Cromwell first, just because the KV-5 is very susceptible to things getting behind it, and a Cromwell behind me can definitely pen my tank. And the Cromwell is very capable of very easily getting behind me, and he actually has pretty good damage output. Also, the Cromwell's an easy kill, so we get some damage and we get a gun off the field quickly and easily. So I focused the Cromwell first. Now we're going to work the T-29. He gave us a couple of side turret shots that we were able to take advantage of, but we only got a detracking hit on him. So again, we see the side turret of the T-34. We focus fire on that because the turret side of American tanks, very juicy. And now we're going to go attack mode. I may not have been too pleased with the disposition of my team, but luckily for me, the disposition of the enemy team is also quite bad. They've got way too much of their forces are not on the hill, and the guys that came up onto the hill did not fight very well. So we're able to drive them off pretty easily. So at this point, I basically decide that I'm angry at this T-44 for bouncing 2 of my shots earlier, and I decide that I'm going to shoot him come hell or high water, and I don't care if he hits me. I don't care if I take damage. I'm going to shoot this guy. And again, he magically bounces my shot, which is pretty annoying, because the T-44 doesn't exactly have a lot of armor, and my crappy gun should be able to brutalize him. And I shoot the rock and I miss. You can see the T-44 bounce off one of my weak points. And at this point, I just decide, F everyone, I am going man mode on this T-44. I'm going to try and ram kill him if I can. The T-21 interrupts me by rudely blowing off my track, and the Panther rudely interrupts me by shooting my gas tank. And the T-44 rudely bounces another shot, and also rudely sets me on fire. But now I'm able to engage him. And like I said, I just don't care. We're going man mode on this T-44. Nothing matters but his death. And his death has now happened. So, pretty happy about that. I don't care about anything else. This was basically once I killed that T-34 up on top of the hill, I just was like, nanny, 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 I'm not serious. Like, all intents of doing things like a decent player just went straight out the window, and I just decided I wanted to enjoy my KV-5. And I decided I was going to try to ram that T-44, and when it failed, screw me, didn't care. And at this point, very not excited about that 112. I'm thinking he might have been able to shoot me in the side right there and kill me, but it appears that he is looking at our AC-46, so that's good. But obviously that wasn't true since he just fired at either me or the T-34, I'm not sure who. But anyway, he missed, I'm still alive, and our Yag Panthers killed him. Just the T-34, 1 left. At this point, I'm thinking he's probably trying to drown himself, because that seems to be what people do. But no, he's not. He's just trying to hide in, like, the stupidest place ever. Complete waste of a really good tank in a match where he could have been pretty crucial, really. He could have had a big impact on this match, but instead he chose to be a terrible, terrible player, and we farm him for experience. So let's take a look at the results of that very fun battle, because, like I said, I didn't care. I just wanted to be kind of YOLO and shoot people, and it was fun. So let's see what the rewards for being YOLO, wanting to shoot people, and having fun in the KV-5 can be. So, post-battle results, looking pretty good. We have a pretty impressive litany of destruction. I just love calling it the litany of destruction. You can see we killed 5 people. We did a lot of damage to a lot of other dudes. We got some cool criticals in here. And holy spotting damage. We pulled down the steel wall. I honestly could not remember if I survived that battle or not. I was thinking I get killed right at the end. But obviously not, since you have to be alive to get the steel wall. And we managed to get a patrol duty medal, which is pretty funny, if you ask me, to get patrol duty in a KV-5. But, whatever, it happens. Pretty legit. So, we pulled in 130,549 credits. That is definitely with a premium account. And for our double, we made 4,830 experience, which is awesome. You can see we topped out the list on damage with 2,880. Our ISU had a good game, and our Yag Panther, or our Yag Tiger 88 had a really good game as well. So strong showing right there. Also, not too bad work from the Yag Panther and the 234. So good team effort there. You can see the enemy team just didn't really play very well. You know, unfortunately for them, they just kind of got the short end of the stick. But just like check that out, almost 4K spotting and detection, or spotting and assist damage, 3,869. That is a lot. You get the idea of kind of the crappy KV-5 gun. I was bouncing off a T-44 like there's nobody's business. That tank is not hard to penetrate. 22 shots fired, 18 hits, 14 penetrations. I fired quite a few shots on the move, so that's where most of my misses came from. And I bounced 4 times off a T-44, and I think I had 2 crits for no damage. So a lot of just garbage shooting at that T-44. But like, check out the profits from that. Whoops. That was unintentional. 113,491 profit. Even with a standard account, that would have been 70k profit. That's just like ridiculous. And I don't use premium ammo, so my ammo bill is like super cheap. And I don't use premium consumables either, so my consumables are like super cheap. Just like look at the experience. That would have been 3,220 with a standard account on the double. That's pretty good. So yeah, I mean, definitely a fun game, and it just, like I said, it just makes me so happy to see the KV-5 get into battle and just come out, ahead, because I really like this tank, but sometimes you just really get the shaft with it, with, all the things out there that can just brutalize you. Like, for example, this tank. This thing, you hardly had to even aim at a KV-5 to pen it. A lot of the tier 9s that are shooting at you will just decimate you. A lot of the tier 8s that shoot at you can decimate you. This thing, the AC-48. If you get into combat against an IS-6 who knows what he's doing, he'll out-DPM you, and he'll out-alpha damage you, and he's got better armor than you do, with less giant weak points. So, I mean, this thing can rip you apart. The KV-5 is definitely a good tank, but it just can be frustrating sometimes with some of the matches you get. So it was just hella fun to just kick people apart. And also getting a patrol duty medal, and it was pretty lol. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Feel free to comment. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe if you enjoy my content, because that would be pretty cool. But anyway, guys, I just hope that you all enjoyed it. I definitely did. And until next time, just remember, this is Captain Dorja, and you can never have enough big guns.